What's good, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about my collaborations with MyFitnessPal and Brand New Me and giving you a behind the scenes look into what that entailed. Let's get into it.
Good morning. It's 5:30 in the morning. Sun's not out. Today I'm filming for MyFitnessPal, and I think I'm gonna vlog it. So let's get it.
First off, let me explain what MyFitnessPal is. MyFitnessPal is a calorie counting app, so it allows you to, let's say you're eating a pizza, you can type in pizza from Papa John's and it will have the calories for you, how much fat is in it, the carbs, everything, and it will subtract it from your daily calorie allowance for that day. So when you first download the app, you enter in your stats, your height, your weight, and it gives you an allotted amount of calories, your daily calorie intake, and it subtracts your calories every time you enter a like your pizza, your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner. So that was a savior for me when I was beginning my weight loss journey, because it was right there in front of me. So I could plug in different things that I wanted to eat. Rather, at the time I was eating still very unhealthy, McDonald's, things like that. It was so easy for me that I could just easily calculate it in my app and it was there for me. So in summer 2021, that's when I began to post my before and after pictures and talk about the beginning of my journey, weight loss journey. And at the time, I was tagging companies that I used in my real life that helped me lose weight, and MyFitnessPal was one of them. And shortly after I started my Instagram, I got a DM from a producer who wanted to share my story, asked could they share my story for MyFitnessPal. And I followed MyFitnessPal at the time, and I saw like them post pictures of people who had the app and their before and after progress pictures, and that's what I was thinking it would be. But when I got an email from a producer saying they wanted to Zoom call and have a Zoom meeting with me, I was like, oh, okay, cool. Zoom. And when I Zoom called with them, they let me know that they wanted to send like a production company down and film my like day to day on how I incorporated MyFitnessPal into my daily life. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. I still wasn't grasping that it was going to be like what it turned into. And so we set up a time. It was probably late winter, early winter, sometime in November, I think, actually. And they came down and I met with one producer and another director and the director. And we talked about what we would be doing the next day. I showed them different parts of my town, my hometown, my gym that I work out at, what I eat and everything. And the next day, when it came to filming day, it was a way bigger deal than I thought. It was like a 15-person set. There were cameramen, lighting people, sound guys. It was like the first time I got to do anything like that. I mean, there was the first time I was getting my hair and makeup done, first time I was getting mic'd up, first time that I was learning what B-roll was, learning how to interact on camera. And it was cool. There was like craft services. So it was very cool. In the production of it, there was like this smoke machine that smoked it up and set the atmosphere right. So it was a very cool experience. And probably the funniest part was the gym that I work out here. It was like me working out on a bench, and there was like 15 cameramen just pointing down at me while someone else random was working out with the giant fog machine. So that was cool. And then we went to my job, got to film at my job, got to film with some of my friends at my job. So it was a very cool experience.
So it's 6:30. We are still shooting. I'm tired, but I'm happy.
And I would suggest that anyone who's starting out their weight loss journey to actually download the MyFitnessPal app, because it truly does work. And I liked it because it was a factual standpoint, because I like to know exactly what I can eat and exactly my calorie limit, and it lets you face it head on, because like I said, losing weight is simple. You just have to eat within your calorie limit. And even though it's simple, it's not easy though.
It is 10:23 and we just wrapped. Overall, it was fun.
So while I was being shot for MyFitnessPal, I got a DM from a producer over at the Truly Network wanting me to be on their show, Brand New Me, which was crazy because I had already been following them on Snapchat and watching the Snapchat show, Brand New Me, and then being inspired by the stories that I would see on there. And like I like dreamt of like being on it myself, because at the time I was 440 pounds. And so for them to reach out to me before I had the opportunity to apply was like crazy to me. So a couple of days after the MyFitnessPal shoot, I met with the producer. It was a Zoom call again. It was a lady over at the UK actually, and we set up a time for them to come down. And it was like about 3 weeks later, I filmed for the show Brand New Me, and that shoot was fun because my cousins were in it, and I got to try on a suit for the first time since wearing a suit at my other cousin's wedding, where I was at my heaviest. So that was fun to do. And then we went to my local track here and filmed. I got to do some cool scenes there and basically do the same thing as I did for MyFitnessPal. Just got to share my story, and it was just very cool to work with these companies and brands that I always wanted to work with. All right, you guys, thanks again for tuning into today's episode. Again, if you need a good calorie counting app and you're beginning your weight loss journey, be sure to download the MyFitnessPal app. I highly recommend it. It's a great app and it's free. And if you want to see my episode with Brand New Me, be sure to hit the link in the description below. It'll be right there for you. And if you like this video, hit that thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so we can see more videos, and follow me on all my social media platforms. And I will see you next week.